They might not sell Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty numbers, but every FromSoftware game launch is an event. Even if you don't play them yourself, it's hard to ignore the intense anticipation in the lead up to release. The buzz and excited chatter when people finally get their hands on a game, and the inevitable think pieces about the game's philosophy and From's game design. All of that to say, the hype is unavoidable, which is why we're here to give you 5 reasons we can't wait to play Elden Ring. It's not a Dark Souls sequel. The influence of the Dark Souls games cannot be overstated. There's a whole subgenre that carries the name. But you could tell that FromSoftware was done with Dark Souls for a while, even before releasing Dark Souls 3. Elden Ring represents a clean break for the studio, a new design in a new setting, a perfect opportunity to pick and choose what classic mechanics to bring back and what to leave behind. Elden Ring will undoubtedly borrow plenty from Dark Souls, but it will do so on its own terms, unconstrained by player expectations. It's FromSoftware's first open world game. This being the first in what will hopefully be a new series for the studio, Elden Ring also represents a shift in how the storied studio has been building worlds so far. For the first time, From is stepping away from its linear design and opening up the game's world to players from the beginning. We can't even begin to imagine how this will affect the tight balance or immaculate pacing we're used to getting from the developers' work. But it's undoubtedly going to be exciting to see how these open world challenges have been solved, and whether or not the shift was ultimately a good move for From's games. If the tech demo we've been able to play so far is anything to go by, this change of direction has been a smart move from Miyazaki and his team. So many new mechanics to sink our teeth into. Elden Ring isn't just the first open world game from the team, it also introduces a number of new mechanics and systems. Unlike the past Souls games, you'll be able to freely jump, which will definitely come into play in the game's tougher boss fights. The technical test showed us a couple of examples about how this improved mobility is going to save your skin if your reflexes are fast enough. Jumping is also necessary to reach a few hidden areas as the focus on verticality grows as well. Then there's the horse, which is not only designed to cut down on travel time in Elden Ring's bigger world compared to earlier games, it's also yet another tool in combat. The horse, which can double jump by the way, can help you take down enemies in a number of ways. Elden Ring offers horseback combat too, so you can pick off stragglers quickly to thin the herd before dealing with the bigger targets, or even get out of a dodge when necessary. Your horse companion is even useful in boss fights, some of which appear to be expecting you to be on horseback to survive. You don't get that in Bloodborne. Seeing combat evolve post Sekiro. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is easily FromSoft's most unique game post Demon Souls. So much of that game is unique, so much so it was almost like a statement. FromSoft can innovate beyond simple upgrades and standard sequels. The combat's demanding pace and its reliance on parrying and timing made it off limits for a large number of players. It wouldn't make sense for the studio to just ignore these satisfying mechanics though, and not at least bring back a version of that for Elden Ring. Sekiro also introduced stealth mechanics, which Elden Ring already appears to be expanding on. Certain areas of the technical test can be played like a modern Splinter Cell, taking out guards or slowly working your way through a camp. We have to spend a lot longer with Elden Ring to see if stealth will be something that we regularly rely on or completely forget about after the first hour. But it's always nice to have more tools at your disposal, right? Crafting Souls. In a way, all of the new additions we've seen so far in Elden Ring make a lot of sense. A bigger world gets you a horse and more movement options. More enemies spread around is perfect for stealth systems to shine. But crafting remains a wild card, especially if you tend to roll your eyes anytime a game expects you to chop down trees for hours or mine stone or ore for metal. From what we've seen so far, you'll be able to turn animal parts and other resources in the world into various consumables, as well as into different kinds of tools like sleep arrows. The potential this introduces is massive and inches Elden Ring ever closer to RPG territory. We're hopeful this crafting system won't turn into a chore, but it's certainly one of the most interesting elements to look out for in Elden Ring, especially when compared to the other games in FromSoft's extensive back catalogue. There you have it, 5 reasons why we're excited for Elden Ring. My name is Dorrani from VG247. This script was written by Sherif from VG247. Are you excited for Elden Ring? Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the website too. See you later, everyone.